have you guys heard of the Disney Black Diamond VHS conspiracy?
No, I haven't heard it.
No.
Nope.
No. All right. Well, Disney released a set of their like classic animated movies on VHS in the old clamshell form. You guys remember the clamshells, the big tall ones that open like a
Oh
book?
yeah.
And they each had a black diamond on the side of the case, and on the tape it says classics. The classics, like they're the classic, the ones you think of when you think of Disney animated classic movies. These are super mass produced, and probably everyone here listening has had them in the 90s or the 2000s. It's not really rare by any means, but if you were to go on eBay today in 2025 and just look up Beauty and the Beast Black Diamond VHS, you'd be met with a couple listings for an extremely high amount. So, like, for example here, I pulled this yesterday on eBay.
The world?
That's insane.
Here's another one. So, I mean,
7,000.
yeah, guys, am I rich? I've got 3 of them.
Sell them all, Wade.
So anyway, all right. So I have 3 theories for you guys. The first one is artificial inflation. I think that some sellers and some con artists list these for super high and are buying their own listings to artificially inflate the prices for these tapes to make them seem more rare than they actually are. In hopes that someone will see that and be like, "Oh, I got to get this super rare tape," and will buy it for a high price. My second theory is money laundering. So do you guys remember the days, when people would sell like a pencil on eBay, but when they ship it to you, they include their like Clash of Clans account or their Club Penguin info?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the same thing here. People are selling like black market items and then having their buyers purchase them through a listing like this, but then they end up meeting in person so that when they finish the deal, they give them the actual item instead of this, but on a transaction standpoint, it looks like they bought a rare collectible.
Interesting. Crazy.
Yeah. My last theory is false hype. Someone somewhere at some point may have actually listed one for that crazy high, and just fooled someone into believing that's what it's worth, and someone bought it actually for real. And just people nowadays have, jumped on that and trying to
That's
still
crazy.
get it. So, I mean, here's the problem with it. This has caused so much confusion and embarrassment for a lot of people. Like, if you're a grandma or a soccer mom or just an average eBay user and you see this, you think you've, like, struck it rich with, like, minimal research. So you just post your tapes on some site like Facebook Marketplace and put your crappy beat-up Black Diamond tapes for $30,000. And then in the
I know
listing,
what
they
I've
have,
got.
like, yeah, don't lowball me. I know what I've got. I've
Oh
seen it
my.
so many times, guys. It's crazy.
That's so funny, dude.
So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's wrong or
For sure, people use collectibles on eBay as some sort of money laundering or for the drug trade. You come across it, especially if you spend a lot of time looking at secondhand online stuff, like in a community, like for movies or Legos or anything like that. You're going to come across, or Pokemon cards are a big one. Because they're so fluctuatory and subject to is it how is it graded, things like that. Just these things are so, the value is attributed to them by the buyer. If I'm willing to buy a $1,000 retired Lego set, that's the value of it, right? Supply and demand. So since you can't really put a value on these things, it's not like selling a pencil for $5,000. They're able to get away with it. That's a legit thing.
Oh yeah, and it's crazy in the
Trust
reselling. Me. Yeah, in the reselling sections of eBay and stuff with collectibles. Yeah, it's crazy what people try to get away with.
It's insane, Wade. I can't believe that's happening. But do you think it's like people getting confused because they're seeing other people, trying to scam them? So they see the other scams, so they're like, okay, this tape is worth way more than really what it is, because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, like I said, I've seen it way too many times. And okay, I forgot to tell you this story too. I was in Goodwill one time, and I'm looking at the tapes, and this guy walks up, and there's a Beauty and the Beast right there, and he like pulls it out, and he goes, he looks at me and he's like, you know, this tape's worth $1,000, right? And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, oh, yeah, I have like 3 at home and I'm just biding my time to sell them. And I was like, bro, you're never making that. I'm sorry to tell you. You're lucky to get like $1. I'm not even kidding.
That's funny.
I've engaged in some light market manipulation before. I had a steelbook I wanted to sell that was out of print. And so I posted a picture of it on Reddit to the Steelbook subreddit. And I said, wow, I can't believe I just got this on eBay for the price I wanted to sell it for. What a great deal. And then I had 15 watchers on mine within 10 hours.
Wow.
Dang.
So,
It's Jacob. Jacob
that
is
was
the
fun.
reason.
Yeah.
So those
You're
people
the
are out there.
problem.
I am part of the problem. It's called showmanship.